Alright, so hopefully you can see this. Got a large monitor, but I tried to make it big. So here's all my local API, localhost API calls. I'm not going to demo these, just the production, otherwise it'll make the video way longer. If you need me to for the assignment, then let me know. I'll re-record the video. But basically what's in here is very much the same as here, other than obviously render and HTTPS. Everything else is pretty much the same. So I did reorganize these a little bit so it's clear separation between localhost and production. Alright, and then I removed the birth date so that in the assignment it said required, you need to require all fields. So here's a quick check. So 400 bad request, all fields are required, please check your data. And one sec. Alright, so that was for if you're missing a field. In that case it was birthday. Again, this is the production API calls. So create a contact. We'll just look double click at the database. Hopefully you can see that again. We've got those 3 entries. And then if we send the API request, so we get our 201 and we get our inserted ID or the object ID for that contact. Let's go back over to our database and reload. And as you can see, Michelle Smith has been added, favorite color blue. And then we'll go back. So then I'm just going to demo these real quick, even though we already showed them in the previous assignment. So our 200 to read all contacts. Again, Michelle Smith is there. The object ID. I'm just going to make this a little bit easier to read. Okay. And read a single contact. There's me. Alright, and then to update, we're going to update that object ID for Michelle Smith to Rachel Richards. And get our 204. Then go back and view our data. And Rachel Richards instead of Michelle Smith with green is our favorite color. And then we'll delete that contact. We get our 201, acknowledge true, and delete count 1. And then go back to our database, and we'll see. There we go. We're back to the main 3 contacts. Alright, and then in our server.js, we've got our app.use and the root, and then contacts, and can go to contacts and check our routes. So we've added the create, delete, update, and then the different routes obviously been updated. And then in contacts controller, so I appreciate your feedback. I think in the previous assignment it was an oversight. I didn't break these into separate methods. So get all is its own, and then get one, and then of course our post. So we need to get the body, and these are the things we're going to create the parameters, or maybe not parameters, the characteristics of the contact. And then we want to make sure that all fields are required. So if any of them are missing, we're going to return that 400, which we did. And then we're going to insert one contact. It's going to have those characteristics, the first name, last name, email, favorite color. We want to get the inserted ID and return the status. Delete. So we're going to get the object ID for the contact that we want to delete, and delete just one, then return the 200 status, and then the put for updating. So we need to get the body and get the correct object ID, indicate that we're going to update and what we're going to update. So we use the set, and then we're going to update their first name, last name, well, all the Same things for the other contacts and the status 204, and then export everything. So there's my personal assignment. I hope I covered everything. If not, let me know and I'll redo the video.